What is foxing, and how does it affect antique law books? Have you ever come across an antique book with strange brownish spots and wondered what they are? Today, we are going to talk about foxing and how it impacts antique law books. Foxing refers to those brown, reddish, or yellowish spots that can appear on the pages of old paper documents, including law books. These spots can look like freckles or rust stains and are often unevenly spread across the pages. The term foxing likely comes from the reddish-brown color that resembles a fox. So, what causes foxing? It mainly results from age-related deterioration due to chemical reactions happening within the paper. This is often due to oxidation and the presence of impurities like iron or mold spores in the paper. The paper-making processes used in the 18th and 19th centuries, especially those involving machine-made paper that was not fully bleached or sized, are particularly susceptible to foxing. Environmental factors like humidity, poor ventilation, and moisture exposure can also contribute to the development of these spots. Now, how does foxing affect antique law books? First, there is the aesthetic impact. Those visible spots can detract from the visual appeal of a book. For collectors, having foxing can reduce the desirability of a volume, especially if it affects illustrations or important text. Next, let's talk about market value. While foxing usually does not compromise the structural integrity of the paper or the readability of the text, it can lower the market value of antique law books. Collectors often prefer books that are free of foxing, but minor foxing may be acceptable if the book is rare or significant. Preservation is another challenge. Foxing is tough to remove without professional help. Treatments like washing or bleaching can be costly and risky, potentially damaging the book further if not done correctly. Therefore, proper storage is essential. Keeping books in dry, well-ventilated areas away from excessive humidity can help prevent foxing. It is also important to note that foxing is not toxic and does not spread from one book to another. This means that while foxing indicates aging and environmental exposure, it does not pose a contamination risk to other books in a collection. For collectors of antique law books, understanding foxing is key for assessing condition and value. While it is a natural consequence of aging paper, careful handling and storage can minimize its occurrence. When acquiring antique law books, collectors often weigh the historical significance and rarity of the book against the extent of foxing present. In many cases, foxing is accepted as part of the book's character, but extensive foxing that obscures text or images may reduce a book's appeal and worth. In summary, foxing is a common form of age-related discoloration that affects antique law books by altering their appearance and potentially lowering their market value. Proper care and storage are essential to prevent or slow its development, and professional restoration should be considered only for valuable or rare volumes.